my name is Laura, this is my channel Laura's Little Library, and welcome to today's video, which is a 24-hour middle grade March reading vlog. So it is middle grade March and I'm really excited. I have a couple of books on my shelves that are middle grade that I haven't read yet and I really want to get read. So I'm just gonna do a short 24-hour reading vlog to try and read as much of them as possible. So first off, I have Simone Lefray and the Chocolatiers Ball, and this is by S.P. O'Farrell. This is the first book, and I actually also have the second book, Simone Lefray and the Red Wolves of London, and these two books are actually going to become a movie, or there's going to be some sort of film adaptation, so I thought I should definitely read these, and they just sounded so exciting. They were actually sent to me from the author, which was very kind of them, and it follows our main character Simone, who helps her parents' bakery by day and is like a spy by night kind of thing. So like there's mysteries to be solved, but there's baking to be done. So of course I would love the premise of this as a professional baker, and I'm just so excited for the Chocolatiers Ball. So I'm hoping to finish both of these today actually. They're quite short, so I can definitely finish the first one. I'm super sure I can finish the second one. And then the final book that I have, I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish today, but I would love to get started, is A Pinch of Magic by Michelle Harrison. This has been on my shelf on my TBR for a little over a year, probably around a year and a half, and I just keep waiting for the right time to read it, and middle grade March is the right time to read it. So I definitely want to get started on this one. Like I said, I'm just super excited, and it's really great because I do have to work today. It's a Saturday, but I'm going into work for 2 hours and I will actually be working alone. There will be no one else there. I'm just gonna make some pretzels because I work in a German bakery and we're gonna call it good. So I thought it might be kind of fun to take you to work with me for a little bit, kind of see how we do the pretzels. So there'll be some of that, and then I have pretty much the rest of the day free to read and chill and have my actual day off. So let's get going, and I cannot wait to start the first. Okay, I'm officially home from work and reading at the cafe a little bit. I started the book, I'm like 30, 40 pages in. I'm having a little bit of a hard time with the writing. I don't think it's as fluid as I would like it to be, so my reading is kind of stunted, which is making it a little more difficult to get into the story. But I like the main character. I think she's like your fun, like very analytical, very technical type of child. Um, versus her sister is like the fun twirl around one. But I really like the bakery and the setup seems to be okay so far. But yeah, so now I'm home. I'm probably gonna play a board game and then go back to reading. So yeah, it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And yeah, this is probably gonna go on through tomorrow morning to like 10 o'clock, so it's like a full 24 hours. But I still plan on sleeping. So, alright, let's get back to it. Hi, so it's 6:30. I have made a lot of progress on Simone Lefray and the Chocolatiers Ball. I am, 90 pages into it? Yeah, 95 pages, and it's only 140 pages long, so I'm over halfway. And there are some scenes that are written fine, like well, and other scenes that I'm like, was this even edited? Not because of like grammatical mistakes, but just like it wouldn't flow. Like it seemed like there were chunks missing and there were transitions that are missing. And it's quite jarring and quite choppy, which is a bummer. So, I don't know, I'm kind of having a bit of a hard time. Like, something had just happened and her father's shop was stolen from. And he had such a quick like character change, and I was like, this does not feel like the character that had been building, and it's just disjointed. And so, like, I like everything that is happening. I think I can see how it's all going to tie together, and it's a middle grade, so I'm fine with that. It's just the writing that's kind of driving me nuts. Like, I'm like, how did it win awards when I cannot follow every scene that's happening? I don't know. It just kind of boggles my mind a little bit. So it also, I have taken a couple of breaks and have almost taken a nap. So I'm trying really hard to read this because, like I said, there are a lot of elements of it that I do like. It's just when I hit a scene or a page or two that is weird like that, it makes me want to put it down and like do something else. But I don't know, I kind of gotta just get through it. I'm excited to keep reading it though. I am interested to see what is going to happen. I just hope that the next book, because it's like twice as long, I really hope the writing improves in the next book, because I might have to DNF the next book. I don't know. We'll just have to see. I'm trying to keep my mind open, but that is kind of my update. I do really like our main character. I do like Simone. She's kind of giving me like not Dark Wednesday vibes. You know, she's very analytical. She helps out her family. You know, she has her own interests, and I don't know. She just kind of gives me a little bit of Wednesday vibes, but without like the dark and like kind of backwards underlying messages. So yeah. All right. So I finished this. It's all right. I think I'm gonna give it 3 out of 5 stars. Like, I called the ending. Of course, it was pretty predictable. But I like the continuation it's taking. I like that it didn't like finish. Like, there's still a mystery to it that I look forward to reading more about in book 2. So I like that aspect. Yeah, I just thought, like, again, the ideas were there. It just, I wish it was executed a little bit better. But yeah, so I'm gonna give it 3 out of 5. It was solid. I think I'd still recommend it. And I loved all the baking references in here. However, there were a couple of like moments where I was like, the science of what they're doing here does not make sense. Like, you can't add salt into chocolate and not notice a difference. Like, if you're tempering chocolate, if you are doing these advanced techniques with chocolate and you have way too much salt in them, it's not going to work because of science, chemicals. And there should, like, you would have noticed a difference with it, is what I'm saying. So I was a little perturbed, but it's a cute, fun story. So now I'm going to start the next book, Simone Lefray and the Red Wolves of London. And first thing I'm gonna say, every time I think about the title of this book, all I can think of is, werewolves of London. Like, red wolves, werewolves of London. That's all. I'm sorry. That is completely my brain, and it has absolutely nothing to do with the book. But just so you know, that's where my brain is going. Yeah. So hopefully there will still be more baking in this book. She's holding like a paintbrush, and she's in a different city. But I still hope there's more baking, because even though it's not perfect, I still like it. So yeah, I'm going to start this one. There are some things I need to do today yet that I have not done and should do. So I might start it, and then when I reach a pausing point of like, I don't know, just slow point, I might pause, or I don't know. I also just kind of don't want to stop reading. I don't want to do the other things that I need to do. And it's like 7 o'clock, a little after 7. So, I mean, I'm going until 10 o'clock tomorrow, so I still have a lot of time in terms of reading because I don't have to work tomorrow. So, like, I think that if I sit and read, I can get this book done for sure, and then I can probably start A Pinch of Magic. It's just the matter of, like, priorities. Am I right? Can you relate? Priorities. All right. Let's get started on this next book. That is twice the size of the first one. It is a little bit past 10 o'clock the next day, which means my 24-hour middle grade reading vlog is over. So let's do a quick little wrap up of everything that I read in the 24-hour reading vlog. So I did read Simone Lefray and the Chocolatiers Ball, and I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. I loved the concept and the characters. I just think the writing could have been a little bit better. I was having a lot of like slumpy moments and then interesting moments, and it was just kind of very sporadic in its writing. But the ending was really good. It really saved the book for me and made me really interested to continue on with the second book. The second book being Simone Lefray and the Red Wolves of London. I made it through halfway of this book. I am halfway through, and I can definitely say that this is a lot better than the first one in terms of writing. So Simone Lefray is obviously in London, and the plot has gotten thicker and it's gotten more detailed, and like I said, just the writing, I'm having a much easier time with like consistently better writing in this one, so I definitely think it's worth reading the first one. I think I like the themes of the first one a little bit more just because it has more baking in it, and that was something that really captured me. There's just so many more mysteries happening in the second one, and so many more things to think about and theorize, that it is much more exciting to read on that standpoint. So I hope to sit down and finish this one quite soon, but I just didn't quite get it done within the 24-hour readathon. But yeah, there we go. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. Comment down below what books you read for middle grade March, how that went for you. Otherwise, I have Bookish social media linked down below and you can follow me there. And while you're down there, feel free to click the subscribe and the bell so that you're notified when I post. I tend to post twice a week, hopefully on Sundays and Wednesdays. Again, thank you all very much for watching, and until I see you in the next video, I wish you happy reading!